everyone. Hope you all are doing well. Stay home, stay safe, protect yourself and your family. And thank you for watching my videos and thanks for subscribing. If you are not subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel. And if you like the video, please click on the like button and share it with your friends. And if you want to give any suggestions or if you want any clarification related to the topic, please let me know in the comment box. And please watch the video till the end without skipping in the middle. All these videos related to education, so if you skip the video, you may miss the important point which is available at any point of time. So please keep watching the video without stopping in the middle. Let us move into today's topic. Today's topic is types of chemical reactions. We have already seen balancing of chemical equations, right? Balancing of chemical equations we have seen. And after that, the topic which is there in 10th CBSE first chapter, that is chemical reactions and equations, in the types of chemical reactions is there. Okay? And in order to understand what is a chemical reaction, because in your earlier classes you have already have the idea of physical change and chemical change. But coming to this chemical reactions are nothing but chemical changes in which the production of a new substance will be there. What do you mean by a chemical reaction? When two or more substances are reacted together to form a new substance. If they undergo some change, it will lead to the formation of a new substance. That is nothing but chemical reaction. Okay, what is chemical reaction? We know. Then, what is that new substance formed? The new substance formed is entirely different from the substance which is involved in the reaction. That means, will it come from anywhere else? No, it is not coming from anywhere else. It is coming due to the breaking and making of bonds. It is formed due to breaking of bonds and forming of new bonds. Then you have understood, right? Nothing will come from outside because it has to obey law of conservation of mass. Nothing will come outside, will come from outside. Whatever the reactants that are involved in the reaction will form new products. How they will form? That is the question. How they will form? They form because of breaking of bonds and making of bonds. They form due to breaking of bonds and then making of new bonds. That is nothing but a chemical reaction. So, in today's class, we are going to see what are the types of chemical reactions. Actually, in your syllabus, 5 reactions were given. What are those? Means combination reactions, decomposition reactions, displacement reactions, double displacement reactions and redox reactions. So, in today's video, I am going to explain you only combination reactions and decomposition reaction. So, what is the first reaction we are going to see? Combination reaction. As the name itself is indicating what kind of reaction it is. What kind of reaction? Combination. The name itself is suggesting, right? It is a combination of something to form something. What is this reaction? Combination of something to form any other something. Some product will be formed. So, how can you define? If you know some of the reactions, then you are able to define a combination reaction. So, first of all, I will give you what are the examples of combination reaction. Name itself very easy, right? Combining to form some new product. That is nothing but combination reaction. The first reaction that I am going to give you is quicklime on dissolving in water, what it will form? Slaked lime it will form along with liberation of heat. Okay, this is quicklime. When quicklime dissolved in water, it will form slaked lime along with the liberation of heat. If we observe the container where we are mixing this quicklime with water, we can feel that warmness. Some heat will be liberated during the reaction. Okay, this is the first combination reaction. Then we have one more reaction. Carbon plus oxygen gives rise to carbon dioxide. If you observe these reactions, you will notice one point. Just think about it. After completion of the third equation, I will tell you what is that, right? Another reaction is H2 plus O2 gives rise to H2O. This is one more combination reaction. And another combination reaction, this is one more combination reaction. Observe these reactions. What you have observed, what is coming to your mind about the combination reactions? Have you get any idea? If not, if you get, just listen whether it is right or not, or if you don't get it, learn what is the point, right? Here see, it is a compound, right? Because it consists of two elements. It is also a compound. Compound combination giving a single product. Compound combination giving a single product. Okay, here observe, this is element combination giving a single product. Okay, here also element combination is giving a single product. See, here a compound and an element. Compound and an element is giving a compound single product. So, based on these equations, how can we define a combination reaction? It may be a combination of compound, or it may be a combination of element, or it may be a combination of a compound and an element, leading to the production of only one product. When two or more substances are combined together to form only a single product, then it is called as combination reaction. Hope you have understood what is combination reaction, right? If you understand, please click on the like button without forgetting, right? Observe the first reaction. What you are observing in this. As I told you, some heat energy is liberated while we mix the quicklime with water. If we dissolve, what is happening? It is liberating some heat energy. It is liberating some heat energy. And the reactions in which some heat energy is liberated is called as exothermic reaction. What do you mean by exothermic reaction? The reaction in which some heat energy is liberated, released, is called as exothermic reaction. So we have seen combination reactions. Combination reactions involving heat energy. If heat energy is evolved during a reaction, then what do you call that reactions as? What do you call that reactions as? Exothermic reactions. Okay, exothermic reactions. This is one of the example of exothermic reaction. We can give so many examples for this exothermic reaction. And before going to see that, we will see some of the application. What is the application of this slaked lime in our daily life? We use this for whitewashing walls. We use this for whitewashing walls. Whitewash walls is with the help of this one, right? And after 2 or 3 days, what will happen? A shiny surface will be observed. Whenever we whitewash, initially the color is not so white and shiny. But after few days, what will happen? The surface will become shiny. What is the reason? Anytime you have think like that? If you think like that, if you know the reason, please keep me the reason in the comment box. Okay? If you know the reason why it is shiny white appearance after 2 or 3 days, if you know the answer, please keep me your answer in comment box. Okay? Then next we will go to some of the other examples of exothermic reaction. If you take burning of fuels, on burning of fuel, what it will produce? Why we are burning a fuel? To get some energy, right? In the form of heat. In the form of heat, we will get that energy. So, burning of fuels is also an example for exothermic reaction. Okay? Burning of fuel is also an example for exothermic reaction. We can take one fuel. For example, we will take one fuel. Natural gas we will take and we will write the reaction. If you take natural gas, then it is an example of exothermic reaction and it will also leads to the liberation of heat. It will leads to liberation of heat, right? Then respiration you take. Respiration is also an example of exothermic reaction. Whenever we take some food, we know that food is a fuel for our body. Food is a fuel or not? How it is going to produce that energy? Why we are calling food as fuel? Because it is producing some energy and with the help of that only we are doing work, right? And whenever we take some food, what will happen? It will be digested into simpler substances, right? That simpler substances on combustion. Combustion is nothing but on reaction with oxygen. And they will lead to the production of carbon dioxide and water along with heat. So it is also an example for exothermic reaction. What is the example for another example for exothermic reaction? Respiration. Respiration is an example for exothermic reaction. What is the reaction that involved in the respiration? We have to know. C6H12O6. This is glucose on combustion, right? With oxygen. It will lead to the production of carbon dioxide and water along with heat. Along with heat. This is respiration reaction. As it is producing some heat, it also considered as exothermic reaction. Likewise, so many reactions. Neutralization reaction. Neutralization reaction is also an example for exothermic reaction. Likewise, if you take making of compost from vegetable matter or any dead plant matter, it is also an example for exothermic reaction. Okay, we have seen so far what we have seen. Just quick recap what we have seen so far. Combination reactions we have seen. They may be element-element, element-compound or compound-compound. We have seen combination reactions, then we have seen exothermic reactions. What do you mean by exothermic reactions? The reactions in which some heat energy is liberated. The reactions in which some heat energy is liberated. Those are nothing but exothermic reactions. Respiration, burning of fuels, and quicklime converted to slaked lime on dissolving in water, as well as making of compost from vegetable matter. All these come under exothermic reactions. So, hope you have get an idea what are combination reactions. You have now cleared all the doubts related to the combination reactions. Even if you have any doubts, please keep me a comment in the comment box. I will give you reply definitely. Okay, without skipping the video, please watch. We have one more type of chemical reaction that we are going to see now. That is nothing but decomposition reaction. Decomposition reactions. Just opposite of that of combination reactions. In decomposition reaction, just opposite if you consider. One product will, one substance, reactant will be there, and if it is heated or some energy is supplied to it, it will be decomposed into its constituent parts. That is nothing but decomposition reaction. It will be divided into different parts. The constituent parts, it will be divided into constituent parts. We will see with an example, right? The first example for this is ferrous sulfate. Actually, ferrous sulfate is in the hydrated form. Whenever we take that ferrous sulfate in a test tube and if we heat it, what will happen? The water molecules which are there, they will be removed first. Then, even if we go on heating that, what will happen? The constituent parts we have said already, right? They will be formed. Fe2O3, ferric oxide will be formed, sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. All these two gases, this is solid and this is solid. This is the first example for decomposition reaction. We have to take some amount of ferrous sulfate. First it will lose all water molecule. Even if we heat it, then what will happen? It will be divided into its constituent parts. This is first reaction. Then second one, calcium carbonate, limestone if you take and if you heat it, what will happen? It will form calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. This calcium oxide has industrial application. In which industry? In cement industry it has application. Calcium carbonate on heating will give calcium oxide and carbon dioxide, and this calcium oxide has application in cement industry, right? This is the second decomposition reaction. Next, one more decomposition reaction we will write. Lead nitrate on heating. Again we have to take in a test tube and if we heat it, what is the changes we can observe? Lead oxide, nitrogen dioxide and oxygen. See, this is actually white in color. If we heat it, it will form yellow residue of lead oxide along with reddish brown fumes of nitrogen dioxide along with oxygen. This is another decomposition reaction. If you observe all these reactions and everywhere I kept a delta, what is this delta? We are heating it. It is represented in delta. On the arrow if we keep delta, means we are heating this. That is the meaning. So in all these cases we are heating it and we are supplying some energy for the reaction to occur. Here heating. So it is involving some temperature, increasing in temperature. So these kind of decomposition reactions are called as thermal decomposition. What do you call them? Thermal decomposition. Thermal decomposition. Okay. These are the examples for thermal decomposition. Because heat energy is involved. We are heating it. That means we are raising the temperature, temperature. With the help of increasing in temperature, we are proceeding this decomposition reaction. That's why it is called as thermal decomposition. Hope you have understood thermal decomposition. Whatever may be the decomposition reaction, on completion of that, it will lead to the production of its constituent parts. If you take FeSO4, it is giving Fe2O3, sulfur dioxide and trioxide. And one more information about these gases are suffocating gases. If we inhale directly, it will cause uneasiness. So it causes difficulty in breathing, we can say. That is the point related to sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. As these are involving some kind of energy, for the reaction to occur, so these reactions are called as endothermic reactions. What do you call these reactions? Endothermic reactions, because some energy is required for the reaction to occur. Here we are supplying in the form of heat. That's it. Heat energy is required for the reaction to proceed. So this is also called as endothermic reaction. What do you call this? Endothermic reaction. This is one of the type of decomposition reaction. Then we can have electrolytic decomposition. You already have an idea in your previous classes, electrolysis of water. In 8th class, you have electrolysis of water. What it is, we will see it now, right? Electrolytic decomposition. If you take water in an electrolytic cell, it will lead to formation of hydrogen and oxygen. This setup, electrolytic cell, and 2 rubber stoppers we have to fix, and we have to insert the electrodes, and these electrodes should be connected to respective 6-volt battery. We have to take and we have to connect it, and switch is also there, and we will take some water. As distilled water is non-conductive, to make it conductive, we need to add a few drops of dilute sulfuric acid. What we have to add? Few drops of sulfuric acid, and then we have to place 2 test tubes in inverted position over the electrodes. We need to place the inverted test tubes. Then if we switch on this arrangement, after 10 to 15 minutes, we can observe some of the bubbles raising, and they will displace the water, in the test tube. And if we test the gas produced at the different electrodes, and if we take out the test tube carefully, and if we test for the presence of any type of gas, what kind of gas it is, then we can observe that this is nothing but anode, because it is attached to the positive terminal. This is cathode, and at cathode you can observe the presence of hydrogen, and at anode you can observe the presence of oxygen. And how can we test? With the help of burning splinter. If we place burning splinter at the mouth of the test tube, if it is hydrogen, it will burn with pop sound. The hydrogen gas will burn with pop sound. If it is oxygen, the splinter will burst off. By that difference, we can differentiate what is hydrogen and what is oxygen. And hydrogen will be liberated at cathode and oxygen will be liberated at anode. If we consider the volume ratio of hydrogen and oxygen, they will be in 2:1 ratio. Observe here, they are in 2:1 ratio, right? Okay. This is the electrolytic decomposition. Not only water, so many substances will decompose electrolytically. It is one of the example. So, we have seen so far thermal decomposition, electrolytic decomposition. We have one more decomposition reaction, that is photochemical decomposition. What is that? Don't skip the video. Keep watching the video till the end. Then you are going to learn perfectly combination reaction and decomposition reaction without any doubt. It's real. Without any doubt you can learn if you listen to this properly. And if you face any difficulty while first time, you can repeat the video for the next time, so that definitely you will understand what are these reactions. So, photochemical decomposition. Photochemical decomposition. In presence of sunlight, if the decomposition occur, it is nothing but photochemical decomposition. You can take the example of silver chloride. In presence of sunlight, it will release chlorine gas. Okay, 2AgCl, 2Ag. Likewise, silver bromide. Here also in presence of sunlight, it will lead to the formation of silver and bromine. Okay, here in presence of sunlight. Previous with the help of electric current, and before that with the help of heat energy. In all the reactions, what is the thing that is happening? They require some energy for the reaction to occur. So, we can say in another term, right? Decomposition reactions are endothermic reaction. They will take some of the form of energy and they will decompose into their constituent parts. That is nothing but decomposition. If it is sunlight, photochemical decomposition. If it is electric current, electrolytic decomposition. If it is heat, then thermal decomposition. Okay, all decomposition reactions what we have seen, all endothermic reactions. Okay, then this reaction is helpful in developing of photographic films in black and white photography. This reaction is helpful in developing photographic films in black and white photography. These are all about combination and decomposition reactions. Still 3 more reactions are there that I will upload in another video. So keep watching and stay tuned to my channel. If you like the video, please click on the like button and share it with your friends. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment box. I will definitely give you reply. And thank you for watching once again. And stay home, stay safe. Bye bye for today. Okay.